Welcome to another episode of The Bastard Sermon. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Luke Young.
Andrew Rudick.
Yep, that's Andrew Rudick. He has a knack for really saying who he is. And this week we have two incredible guests, Lloyd Johnson, Lloyd's daughter. Lily, say what's up so everybody listening knows what you sound like.
Hi. I was going to say I'm Alex Schubert. Fuck you, Cody.
Yeah, that's Alex Schubert. I'm not going to let you both do that fucking corny ass shit to me. And the guest that we have on today that I've invited in is Will Webb. He's a local tattoo artist and instead of a Florida man, Cincinnati man. I think Cincinnati man is the way to describe it. Everyone please give it up for our guests.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so much for coming on. The first order of business. I want to talk to Will about a bunch of shit. We've got all kinds of topics, all kinds of videos lined up for you guys to listen to. But first, our boy Blake Hammond just put out a special on 4x3 Productions. Go and type in Blake Hammond into YouTube when you're done with this podcast and look up his special.
Blake 182.
Blake 182. That's the name of the special. We were there for it live, and I feel so fucking bad that I was there on that recording. I'm such a needy asshole that I've got to sit up front. My boy's playing my boy's doing comedy. I have to be up front laughing with the hardest that I've ever laughed, ruining his special the entire time. I've gotten 15 messages from people like, dude, I could tell how much we were. Jack and Haley were like, yeah, we were playing a fucking drinking game to see how many times we could decide how fucking much Cody was into this joke and if Luke was into this joke. We'd take a shot every time. Drink water so you don't die, type of shit. It was fucking. It's obnoxious. I'm so sorry, Blake Hammond, for laughing that hard. He seems to like it. We're gonna address it when he comes back on the special. Look out for December 13th, we're recording that, so the week of like the 20th of December, around the Christmas episode, Blake Hammond will be on with Will Feiner to discuss his special, to talk shit, to have fun. But dude, Luke, did you listen to us, me and you?
Yeah.
We have the worst laughs. And
No, I like my laugh.
No, your laugh's just as bad as mine.
I
dude.
like my laugh. Though.
My laugh is gay, dude. My laugh is 1,000% gay. I hate my
It's
laugh.
like liking the taste of your own cum.
Nah, my laugh rules.
Yeah, dude. Does
Yeah.
it? Does it? Are you sure about that? I don't know.
Nah, dude, it's sick, dude.
The fucked up part is like the laugh that he got on that special for me was like
Yours actually does sound forced.
Mine sounds fake and forced. But
Yeah, it
that's
does.
that's my real laugh when you really get my ass, when you fucking crush me and I have to just like laugh from the like it's like one of those fucking like evil genius laughs and
Yeah.
shit like that. And I'm
Like
like
you can count the A's in that, huh?
yeah, exactly. And I'm like, it feels like I'm like faking this because it's my boy's special. I'm not faking it. It's a great special. I'm so fucking sorry, Blake Hammond, that you have to hear my dog shit laugh during that. I wish they could have edited it out. That was fucking terrible.
And also, how much were you warming your hands off of his fucking fire with the, hey, look, we're in a fucking video. Special. Not, hey, my dude has a special and it's dope. It's, hey, look, you can see me. You can see me. I was there. I did something cool.
Yeah, dude,
You're just sitting there like, oh, that Blake fire.
I'm such a needy douchebag. I am. I'm a needy douchebag. That's why I posted that picture. But it was cool. It was cool to get 3 minutes into my boy's special and then see our faces like all the way there.
You can almost tell I'm there.
Exactly. I was like, yeah, there's a blurry image of Luke or Lloyd looking like a cryptid.
It's
like
just
Bigfoot in
blurred
the
because he
background.
was rocking. Like that's why Bigfoot is always blurred because it's just Lloyd. Just
It's just one of my.
Rocking
It's just
in the
one of my
woods.
cousins that fucking went off in the woods to live by himself.
It's like manual zebra stripes, bro. It's
For real.
Can't check where I'm at.
Yeah, dude. Did you get a chance to watch it, or are you hip to Blake Hammond at all?
I don't look at nothing on the internet except like fist fights and recipes that are really bad, like white girls that smash up like chips and put them in macaroni. And I'm like, tight. That's prison shit. Where'd you learn that?
I think you answered your own question.
Yeah. Oh, so should I watch it? Considering that,
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? All right, bet.
If you
Fucking
guys seriously, if
great.
you guys get a chance, anybody listening, please, Blake 182 on YouTube. He's blowing up on the reels on Instagram. He's got like 147K views on one of them, 20,000 likes. Everything's blown up, and that dude deserves it. He's the funniest. He's one of my favorite comedians, period. But he is one of the funniest guys in Cincinnati. He's one of the best joke writers. Any comedian worth their salt will tell you that themselves. That special rips. I love you, Blake Hammond. I'm so happy that you're getting some success. I hope you get a million fucking views on this. I love you, brother. All right.
facts.
Also,
All right.
while we're at it, Rand Barnacle has a special too.
Absolutely.
Rand.
Yes. And hey,
Where's the homie?
not just that.
Uncle.
I just listened to Bert Kreischer's podcast.
With Tommy John
Yeah.
again.
Tommy John again and Andy Woodhall. and fucking Tommy Johnigan and Woodhull started with Gabe Kia, the dude that came on our shit.
Yeah.
And
Alex
down in
Stone.
St. Louis, but they were plugging Rand Barnacles. They fucked his name up real bad though. Rand Barnacles.
It's so
like,
many like it's like
get it.
hella consonants, and then all of a sudden it's like Italian or some shit.
It's like the wrong kind of Italian. Does
He's
that make
tight.
sense?
I love him.
Yeah, he used to live here.
Vernacular.
Yeah. He's. I used to bump into him, hung over. Oh, live in his house.
His art's hanging up right there.
He
That's the first painting he ever
Oh
made.
yeah, it is Ray's name.
he babysat me as a small child when I was like 7 years old.
You
and-
either are like sad or funny as fuck.
Both.
A great combination
I'm
of
both.
Low column A, low column B.
No,
Thanks, Rand.
Rand does artwork and everything,
Yeah.
like, you know. And he was watching me one time when I was sick, and I was like, hey, can I use some of your art? Like, my dad says I'm a really good drawer. Like, I'm a great drawer. Can I please color on some of your art supplies? And he was like, yeah, okay. So he gives me a little thing, and I'm a kid. I draw like a fucking bubble hand-ass picture of my
Yeah.
family. And he literally like picks it up, looks at it, and he's like, I thought you were going to do something cool.
Yeah,
And I was like,
that's what you're supposed to do.
thanks, Rand.
Like if your friend's band sucks, be like, bro, don't do that publicly. Don't be like, yeah, man, I'll share everything. Tell them and spare them embarrassment.
I was a seven-year-old girl.
Be real.
See, I pretend that I just have that attitude, and really it's just a diagnosis.
You just got to be like really technical about it. Like you can't just be like, hey, 7-year-old, this sucks. Be like, yo, can you at least have technical
know
ability? See this line, stay inside of it.
I know
Try
exactly
again.
what you mean. I'll do a show and all my friends will tell me like, dude, you did great. I'm like, I know I didn't. Like at this
Yeah.
part in this, and it's all up to like my friend's brand new girlfriend to be real with me.
Dog, the
There you
one
go.
She'll be
no,
like,
fuck
there you
that.
go.
No, like you were confident here. You were good here, but I see what you mean when you dropped on this.
She's
segue
just trying
here.
to
I'm
get you
like,
to
fucking
approve
yes.
of dating your friend.
Thank you.
It's
Real
all-
quick,
Completely
the first
is.
time,
She's just
no,
nagging
I
you.
tried to be real with you, and you almost quit comedy about it. You were like, "Dude, it's over. I'm never doing comedy."
Nah,
again."
you weren't being real. You were being real mean.
I wasn't being real. I was trying my best.
Such a mean.
You were like, never do that on stage again. That's like verbatim what you said.
Wear a mask.
I literally, as soon as Cody was done talking to him, I was like, that was the wrong thing to do.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I thought I was
And
being helpful.
No, it was straight up. You know how like sometimes someone will like hide an insult and advice.
Yeah, of course. I'm gold at that.
That's not what I was doing.
That's
though. I
that's
promise you.
That's what
exactly
you
how
did.
it sounded.
Homie, it,
And I'm sorry. I've apologized
Or
to you.
way
Oh, no.
past this.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We're way past this.
half the time it's like who it's coming from too. Like if you're in my living room watching me like pace and pull up my hair trying to prepare something that's like weeks away, and you see all the work that goes into it, and then you talk to me like that, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna set your fucking cat on fire. But if it comes from like some chick I don't
Your
even know,
grandma's
they're like,
pictures.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
thought I
we
was
said-
coming from a loving place of like trying to help.
you're
with,
in a
like,
loving place. You can't say hateful shit.
Okay. Why are you?
Why
are
this
you
guy
coming
is
for me already?
wistful.
I'm not. I'm just saying.
Why don't you just
not
fucking
you.
Oprah you?
Use.
He just Oprah'd your ass.
God, that was wistful as shit.
Oh, I didn't mean for it to be. It's from the pop off.
Oh, I'm so happy
No,
that
they
I.
To pop off.
Yeah, like I've been pretty direct about what I think about your comedy. I don't think I've ever tried to sugarcoat shit, but I always, I make sure not to couch it where it sounds like I'm just like, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I think this could be tighter or that. Like offering a critique, not just like, don't ever do that. It was not good. I did not enjoy it.
I went about
I
it the
don't
wrong
think
way.
anyone liked it. I don't think anyone will ever like you. I don't think your mom likes you.
I didn't do all that. Now
You
Come
should
on.
stay
He's like,
indoors
I
a
think-
while until
I
people
think that-
That
forget.
sounds like something Cody would do.
He's like, I think that joke gave your sister new cancer.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Jesus
Ooh.
Murphy.
Did that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No, just
Well,
Is she all right, by the way?
yeah, she's cool.
medical field.
Yeah, she's cool.
The house always wins if you're in the medical field, bro.
Who you telling?
you know. I've only done a couple little trips to the hospital, but I'm never paying them.
What are your trips to the hospital? What are you doing? What's
Oh,
wrong?
now I don't do shit, bro. Unless it's like stitches I can't do myself. I ain't going to no fucking doctor, bro.
What's happened to the? My only interaction with you is on the internet.
Yeah.
And you seem like a wild style type of individual on the internet. Like, what kind of wild style shit has sent you to the hospital in the past?
Oh, stupid shit, bro. I remember you might back in the day, bro. I went on tour like the day after I broke a couple of bones in my neck. We were like, I wasn't even in a band. I was just the merch dude. We just like wrote the merch prices on my neck brace and went. Like,
Neck brace.
yeah, I got in a van with like no clothes, no nothing. I had like a grocery bag of like
How much for an
warm
XL?
beers. Like that was it.
The great part is what he had to look like in a neck brace is just what I look like now. Like,
Like Abraham
I can't
Lincoln,
I
side
can't-
of the penny.
I can no longer articulate any of the like.
you're
Yeah,
like-
you have to turn around like Michael Keaton Batman.
core strength is
like,
on
your
point,
whole
bro.
chest.
Zoolander
my,
as fuck.
My whole neck is just fucked. It's all fused together.
Like the aluminum monster, but like no metal.
It's the like someone will say something. I'm like, I can't turn my head far enough to see you.
Did you like that? That was that viral little gif of the gerbil or whatever.
Yeah, that's dramatic. Dun, dun, dun.
Could you turn the monitor? I don't like not being able to see myself.
No, you don't need to see yourself. It's all right. You're all right. Everything's okay. Don't worry about it. I kind of like this pairing of getting, I, again, don't know Will, but just based on Facebook posts and knowing Lloyd intimately, I feel like this is like finding the right
Intimately.
wine pairing with the right cheese pairing. Like, this is just going to be two guys that fucking
Good
hate everything.
charcuterie.
Exactly.
I
Like,
remember a story. I think you can corroborate. Do you remember when Sub Galley? I don't know if you remember Bert Sigafus
I know who that is. Yeah.
when he ran and jump kicked that fucking frat boy,
Yeah,
and then everything just went fucking haywire, and I ended up dragging like 6 people out of the fucking place.
Bert's crazy.
That place was so wild. But that's like the first bar I've ever seen that like shut down under like cop pressure that the owners eventually had to go, okay, you guys, cops,
What
you're
happened?
right.
They
It was
were
just
literally
it's where you
honking.
went to cop. It's like where the dredges drank, bro. Like that's why I liked it. It was just like the best people watching possible. If you
It
wanted
was
to-
like a gnarly Junkers.
yeah, it was like it's like Junkers is like Sub Galley karaoke. No offense to Junkers, I fuck with it. They have way better shows, but Sub Galley was Junkers without even like bands coming.
And you guys fucked around like back in the day, before Northside was the cool area to hang out, before
Yeah.
Over the Rhine was the cool area to
Bro,
hang out.
this used to be
Y'all
like-
hung out when it was dangerous as fuck,
It was
right?
like 4
Yeah.
storefronts, bro. It was like the gay block and the Taliban block. That was it. And then
Northside
me and Butchie-
Taliban?
Yeah, that's all it was. It was Taliban. We would like
What is that? Can you speak to that for a second?
some of them are still locked up. It was just a crew of dudes around here that like made their money the way they did. That was why people were scared to come to Northside for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole time I'm sitting there like, I'm gonna live here.
Yeah, it's affordable.
I've been hanging out down here since I was like 15.
Yeah.
I was born here.
Yeah, you
I was
were born
born
on-
down the road.
We landed with the only reason we stayed is because Zach Bailey lived down back in the day.
Oh,
if you
fuck,
were
I forgot
gay
all
and
about
in
that, dude.
Southwest Ohio, like if you were from a place where like you couldn't be openly gay without catching shit all the time, like Northside is where you moved as soon as you graduated high school because like that's where gay folks lived.
Yeah.
They had like their own internet cafe, like it was
Yeah.
a community and shit.
And then
And
they
me
had
and
that
Butchie
other-
ran into bro, and we were like, we're like kind of couch surfing. He was like, come live in my tight house full of like the entire gay bar every night.
Yeah.
Like tight. Let's
That
go.
rips, dude.
Yeah, that dude was like I never saw him get like super fucked up.
Oh, Zach's was a wild one.
Right, I'm saying like I've never seen him get super fucked up, but I've seen him encourage other people
Oh, yeah.
at like an almost giddy level
Yeah.
to get super fucked up.
I
Like, he'd be
remember
like, here, dude, hold on, no, try this. And they're, like, feeding everybody shots, drinks, the whole.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you see somebody start to slump off, and he's like, "Hey, you want an Adderall?"
Yeah.
Like,
Let's
why
keep
are
it
you
going.
trying to make these people deathly drunk till 4 a.m.? Why is this what we're doing?
Zach hit like the wildest dude. The gay community in Northside back then. There weren't any other bars over here. It was just
It was bronze.
bronze, bro. It was just the gay bars over here. So like that, they were the only people that was like having a party scene, and they would empty out to our house. And Zach's like 20, and the rest of those dudes have been doing that for 20 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Like he just was boot camping out a party, bro.
Did you ever go to that? Did you ever go to that one fucking party house over in Florida?
Probably, man.
Like over like where if you pass Boswell.
Oh
you go
yeah, up
there.
around. Yeah.
yeah.
I know you're at.
There's a big ass fucking red, like brick red house. I think it's painted something different now, but at the time, you didn't even have to know anybody.
Yeah.
They just be like, hey, come over here. We're gonna go party there. And I'm like, well, whose house is it? He's like, I don't know.
Just walk with purpose, bro. Like you're supposed to be there.
Well, no, like you could literally just be like some dude on the street, and be like, hey,
Yeah.
you guys cool? They'll be like, yeah.
Yeah, hold up, beer.
So like Joe was like, hey, we're gonna go over here and go to this fucking party house. And I was like, all right, cool. Like, who do you know there? And he's like, no one.
About to know everybody.
I'm like, how the fuck?
I'm about to know everybody.
Like, how the fuck did you find out about this? He's like, me and Worm got fucked up and came over here.
yeah.
You remember all the guys from
Did you say Worm?
yeah.
Dude, that's I need a friend.
His real name
Worm.
His nickname was Perm. I ended up
Yeah.
calling him Worm.
It's
Jeremy,
way
bro.
better.
Jeremy's the homie.
Yeah, he sang for Skin Curtain. And,
Yeah, his brother too. Chris and Jeremy.
Yeah, yeah.
Chris, his brother Chris is like who took me from like being a door guy. One time somebody like called off and they're like, "Will, you know how
You a
to
dork.
bartend somewhat?" And like Perm and Chris were the ones that were like didn't think I was weird because it was all like button shirt type dudes. And like I know them as regular ass dudes, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are. Homie, two very few people that can beat me at Mario Kart.
I love that you both, again, I'll say this, I love that you both are together because finally somebody can corroborate your stories for real. Like,
Yeah.
we've had Bert on before, he corroborates your stories, but you just peripherally know Lloyd, and Lloyd's always telling stories like, yeah, then I fought 50 Nazis. I
Yeah.
lost, of course, but yeah, I took 27 of
Nobody's
them down.
gonna-
It's one of those stories, and it's like, you guys hung around the same scenes. Did you ever see a fight situation with Lloyd?
You were there when I fought Bear.
Oh yeah, it's a bad idea.
Yeah, it was.
That's a horrible idea. He lived with me though, bro. That was
What
my,
happened? Hold
he was
on,
my
set
roommate.
this up, set this
It's
up.
what happens every time Bear fights somebody. He waits until you fucking glance 5 degrees the wrong way, and that right straight comes, and his hand's the size of your face, and he's 6'5". It's just what it is.
You at that time, before your spine started shrinking, what, you're 6'5" at that time?
Yeah.
Or have you always been 6'4"?
No, I've lost like 1 3/4 inches altogether.
Yeah,
Alright.
he was like around 6'6" when I was born.
That's the worst scenario.
6'5" and change, but
If you were small, Bear probably wouldn't have like hit you as hard.
How'd that fight go? What happened?
like halfway through, both of us were like, "This sucks, bro."
Yeah, dude.
And he was like, "Yeah." I was like,
I can't imagine a situation knowing you where somebody
Both-
would have been like, we're both just tapping
Look,
out
to
on
his
this.
credit, Bear's usually like a one-hitter quitter dude. Like, that's just it. Like, you got to be somebody that's been. You
Lloyd-
can't just be some drunk dude that's like, I'm gonna get in the fight tonight. You got to know what the fuck you're doing.
No,
to fight
Lloyd's a
Bear, bro.
trained fighter.
Yeah,
Lloyd's
that's what I'm
like-
saying. You can't just like get drunk and be like, I'm gonna fight that giant dude right there.
That was
Like,
actually
he's gonna
when I
fuck
was-
you up.
Yeah, good luck, stupid.
Yeah.
that
See
was
what
when I was
happens.
like doing helping out with like the intro classes and shit.
Everybody that used to be like training is fucked up, bro. Like everybody's like got health shit they're going through now.
Yeah. Mine's just a fucking genetic bone disease. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you'll get over
Nice.
it.
It's
It's
not like
one-
it's not like it's in like
Rub
the
some dirt
core
on
of
it.
you or anything.
Yeah, it's like
fine.
it's only like 1 in 12 million fucking people or something.
Yeah.
Get it.
It's like
not that bad.
cosmetic, but inside.
Yeah,
It could always be worse.
It could.
You basically have
always
body
be worse.
dysmorphia that hurts a little bit. Yeah, you're all right.
It'll take time to come to the surface. At least you'll be pretty, you know.
I left my pretty.
There you go.
I made a whole new pretty for the world. I'm good. I can tap out now.
Coming from Pretty, I would say that it's actually pretty fun to have somebody here to corroborate his stories. Because if you've ever seen like the movie Big Fish, that's how I
Yeah.
feel constantly.
Yeah.
I'm like constantly like, Mom, like Dad told me this story. Is it true? And she'll be like, yeah. And I'm like, are you for real?
It's real
My
shit.
dad fought 73 Nazis in a quickie
It's
mart?
12.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking
They
about?
used to be balls.
Yeah,
They'd be
Apu
out.
was there.
They used to be
I got
out.
jumped by 12 of them down on McMillan when I lived across from CBS.
I used to be back there. They had the punk shows back in the day at the Flora House or whatever,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they were
And
like
then,
between Lions and
Haight
there all the
Street.
time. Yeah,
How old are you both? You're 40 and you're what?
43.
43? Okay. Keep going. Sorry. I nailed it for that.
yeah.
I don't even tell stories anymore because like I don't have a Lloyd around to be like, yeah, it just sounds like I'm making it up. Like the only time I'll have people like I'll tell a story like that, I would believe your Nazi story because no one tells that story and then goes, yeah, I lost that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah.
Now you got a bunch of people to be like, I'll punch a Nazi in the face, and it's like a 95-pound white girl. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. A-cab. Oh my god, this guy's panhandling out front. I'm calling the cops. Like, stop, bro.
Let's speak to this for a second. The first time that I became like aware of you at all was my
Yeah.
friend John Rogers that I used to work at Dilly with, and it was during Black Lives Matter when it was really going down, and you were very like
It's
into
during Black Lives Matter. Like that's not a thing.
No,
say
Black lives
protest.
do
During
not
the-
matter
during the
anymore.
pandemic, when
Straight out
everybody-
Cody's mouth.
well, when everybody like
During
Just
the
like
George
the
Floyd
N-word.
protests.
yeah, the George Floyd protest. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. You guys are all right to call me out on that.
Nobody
I'm
even
stupid.
heard it.
Yeah, that's what you'll call it in like 20
The
years when you have to
listeners
narrow
will.
down the
Fuck y'all.
era to people that aren't as familiar. That's how.
Yeah.
That's how that'll work.
But I remember you talking about it. Like you were very involved with it, and I wanted to have. It was before Lloyd was the host of the show, but I was trying to get like during the middle of that. I was like, let's get somebody from Black Lives Matter on here.
Yeah.
And John Rogers was like, well, Webb is this guy. Add him, and then I was like, oh, it's a white dude. I was
Yeah,
like, I'd
yeah.
rather have a black community member.
Thank you, fucking
then-
thank you, bro.
And then you said,
That's why I wouldn't
and
do
then you're like,
shit.
most of them are very busy. I see your perspective, but like
Yeah.
most of them are very busy right now. They're not going to be able to do that. But I get your perspective, and I was like, cool. And I had been following you lightweight since then because I was like, what's he getting into and shit like that. And then after all that devolved, like later on,
Yeah.
it felt like it was just a bunch of people's excuse to get out of the house.
It was for a
It
Twitter
wasn't-
bio, bro.
You seemed like you were actually about it. You were trying to
I
like
li-
make a difference in your community.
I lived
And all
in that
these-
neighborhood.
and all these motherfuckers were like literally just doing this because everybody else was locked in the house, and
Yeah.
they had an excuse to get out of the house and fucking
think-
talk about something. And I've seen you talk about that openly, but there's a viral video of you
Yeah.
that went out, millions of views. I
Pull
don't
it
know.
up.
I don't know how to. I will pull it up. Will, how would I find this if I wanted to?
It's always described as. I know on Reddit it's under like public freakouts. I know that.
public freakouts.
And it's always something like
It's a great
white
video.
boy. Or it's always like a black friend of mine or like someone that found it. So it's like in that vernacular of how they would describe me, like white boy crazy or goes off on cops or whatever. Yeah, yelling is a good search word. There it is.
I found it right away.
I hate the sound of my
So
voice, bro.
I want to set this video up with like fuck this video only because I know that somebody co-opted this and made a bunch of advertising dollars off of like something that you did where you were literally you lived in this spot.
That's my apartment.
Yeah, you're out here screaming in your apartment, making
That's
yourself
my homie
a target
in the car.
for the police.
That's my homie in the car. People don't know that that's not a stranger. I know that dude.
And the dude in the background you were telling us out there is who?
Bobby
Bronson that sponsors the fucking podcast. He's
These are all Facebook lives. I should have just kept it going as one. The one that directly precedes this is for a few minutes, and it's me and Bobby behind my house, and it's having to sneak into the front of my building. And as we're running up my alley, this neighbor of mine that hated me, O's, I fuck with him now, like we're cool, but at the time we weren't getting along. And he was like, "Will, watch out!" I turn around, there's like an undercover, like those silver explorers, and like one of those little drones, bro. And
They had
I'm
drones out there?
you can hear it in the audio. You can ask Bobby. They tried to run over us on the sidewalk. We barely get in my building. So when you hear this start, like I'm breathing heavy as fuck. 'Cause we just ran from the cops.
That's what I love the backstory of this because I've never understood what started this. You'll understand when you see this. Let's just watch it. But it starts in a way where you're like, what the fuck? Like, how does he know what's about to happen right now? But let's just watch it real quick. Hold on. Oh, wait. This is my fault.
For being a buster.
I don't have the audio hooked up to the thing. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
man.
Here we go.
I hate
Converging on.
Yeah, I remember seeing this.
I remember it ruining my life.
One fucking person pulled over and people yelling.
People don't think I talk
Let
like
that
this.
man go home. You guys aren't pulling over any other cars. Let him go home.
Can you, what's going on right there where you're saying?
All those cops were there to get meat.
They were there to what?
They were trying to get meat.
Really?
Yeah, they got mad because me and Bobby dipped on them and got inside, and they didn't have any real reason to like enter my home. So.
And they were trying to find somebody else to pin this on?
Yeah, I mean lightweight. I mean they're all over there. I'm sure, like, I'm speculating, but I'm sure there's some level of embarrassment to where they're like, we got to get something. We all came over here, and it just happened to be the homie Trez, a black dude in a Mercedes.
Has anyone else caught up on the idea of Bobby Bronson running?
Oh, you should, bro.
Bobby,
Don't get it twisted. That dude's
Bobby
not
is
cigarette.
a fucking. That dude was a D1 fucking
No.
Don't
I'm aware.
fight.
varsity wrestler.
Don't fight Bobby, bro.
Yeah, no,
Don't
that's
fight Bobby.
That's a mistake.
Don't fight Bobby.
You want to
That's
make a mistake? Think that Bobby's 5 foot tall and
He's
he
like
can't fight.
he's like Bo Raicho, bro.
No.
All right, hold on. Let's go with the video though. Let's go with the video.
Let that man go home. Let that man go home. You pulled over no other cars.
This is supposed curfew time.
Are those all cops?
Yeah,
Holy shit.
They came through in force.
bro, dozens deep.
Yeah, they,
Let that man go home. You guys aren't pulling over any other fucking cars. He was driving home. You guys are showing a force for fucking nothing. They are in their domicile. You have no reason to fucking go in there. Back the.
Hold
you
on.
go back.
Let me pause it. What'd you say?
The dude that warned me about the cars just now that it tried to like literally you there was tire
You want me to
marks
back
on-
the video up?
No, you're cool. Like right above where it is now, that balcony, the next balcony above it is where the homie O's lives. Like this
Right
is,
here?
that alley was all bartenders. Like Nick Bertram, Candace Williams lived on the other side of the building. Like it was all the bartenders from OTR. So they're trying to go into O's building. He ain't got shit to do with it. Like you could see him like trying to open his door. Like, what the fuck are y'all doing, man?
They don't have a warrant. They don't
Nothing.
have
They're just
any
there pissed off they ain't get me.
reasonable cause. That's
Nothing.
fucked up.
to your fucking office and quit your job, you fucking elitist piece of shit. You're a fucking person of color. How can you justify this shit?
Did you almost say the F-bomb right there?
Nah,
I'm playing.
I get like Dennis Leary-esque when I'm mad, but I also stutter. So like the lack of stuttering in this just makes me it's very untimely. Like I've had people accuse me of like almost slipping and saying like the N-word right there. I'm like, no, bro, like that's not a thing for me.
Yeah.
But the internet also provides a lot of very strange opinions.
Let's keep going.
Bum ass bitch.
She's waving and smiling and shit. I couldn't. It
Memorize
made
my
me
house. I'll
sick.
be out of this lease next week. Fuck you. I know you motherfuckers are tracking me anyway. Smirk, bitch. Smirk. Drop that badge and I'll meet you out front for an agreed upon.
This video gets me hyped up, dude.
I'm sick
I
of you
love
fascist pieces of shit.
They know that you know the.
Thank you for not shooting
the
at
law
us
if
immediately
you say
tonight.
it
That was
that
a
way.
nice gesture after your fake ass Academy Award winning performance with that knee yesterday. You fucking pieces of shit. Fuck you.
With the heart.
Fuck every one of you.
And that's a
Find a job.
police officer of color, bro.
think
Like
that
it
was a
made me
fucking-
sick.
Was he doing skank?
You
games?
say
I thought
something
he was
about
doing
that
it.
during this
Yeah,
video.
like how do you sleep at night? You're in a neighborhood
just doing
full of
skank
like
games?
No, they were doing. Were they doing skate?
they're just Illuminati in me. If that was the case, I
No, there's just
wouldn't.
Legion of Skanks fans. Like,
No, let's keep
With
going. though.
competitive fucking pay and benefits and stop serving that bullshit. You black cops with a smirk on your face are fucking disgusting.
People did not
Fuck
like
you.
that.
Go
I
home.
caught hell for that on the internet.
yeah, I
Go
find
get
usually
beaten by
white
your
people
fucking
telling black
husbands
people
and
how
make sure you guys
they're.
get an extra
Oh, so fucked up
spanking
thing
on
is you
your
don't know
wives
I'm
and the suicide
like. I mean, I guess my voice is hella white, but I also there was this thing going on between people telling me I'm code switching versus, oh, this is a white dude talking like this, and then it was the people that knew what I looked like since I'm never in the video going, you can't say these things, and then it was like people that knew who I was or vaguely going, oh, he's talking like this for like that's how I fucking talk, bro.
Yeah,
So like you can't win. It's the internet.
I
Whatever.
want to keep going, but the
rate drops, you fucks.
Oh, that yeah.
there was did I miss it on the video? But you had called out one of the officers that was specifically doing it. You were like
Yeah.
you should be ashamed of yourself. Like if
Yeah.
you're a black officer during
No,
Black
yeah.
Lives
we saw
Matter,
that.
like
Yeah.
against this cause.
They're
like,
they're in like the most freshly gentrified neighborhood in Cincinnati. But I'm sure look, if you're a person of color in Cincinnati, I've been here long, you've been here long enough. It went from when the zoo bought up Avondale and they ran everybody out to Mount Auburn and now it's Price Hill. Like they just keep gentrifying and reshifting it around. They had just had their turn turning OTR into the bar district like fully. Like OTR and Northside back in the day were very similar strips. 4 storefronts open. Unless you're like 5-6 deep, you're not really out getting loose, bro. You're gonna get fucking robbed.
And now in OTR, there's a macaroon bar.
Yeah. My
a shaved ice bar.
Like
yeah,
so,
dude. You get folded ice cream.
bro, there's
down there.
2,000. It's like San Francisco apartment prices just to
Yeah.
be close to the. I mean, don't get me wrong. A lot of my friends own those bars, but like it ain't like it's a nightclub with like.
I paid $2,200
Chicks
a
that
month to
speak
live across the
Spanish
street in a
coming
1-bedroom apartment from the drinkery.
Yeah, bro. I lived. That right there is above Piston Society.
Oh,
That's my apartment right
Jermaine live up there?
there, bro. That was Dave Halsey's apartment. Dave Halsey had just moved out, and I moved from the back unit where I lived with Adri and moved in. And on the top floor, I think was him.
Real tall black dude with
Yeah. He
Jermaine.
moved into the apartment I moved out of. He
Okay.
lived in my old apartment.
Yeah, I know that
I
guy.
thought he was a cop for a while. He's in this video. If you watch the video closely, he's the one that walks across the street on the right. And I'm like,
He's
yo,
ano-
get the fuck
He's
inside.
another one of those dudes
Right
you
in
don't
front
want
of
to
the mic,
fucking
Will.
fight.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, he was. I met bro,
Yeah, he was trained with us up at Sakin for a
but he
while.
looks like a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I thought. And then I was like, with all this shit going on, I was like, oh, he just happens to move in across the hall
I always
from me.
teased him that he looked like Stefan Urkel.
Also, my point before the video, though, you were about this shit like when it was happening. Then you were about it afterwards, and I saw your posts about it. And also, you could go off of is your Facebook post. I've never met you in real life or nothing like that, but you seem very adamant that everybody just like loved doing a little chant. Like you guys just got into a chant. You guys didn't actually care about this cause, and it seems like you actually gave a fuck about this.
It's just because they were
Like,
all
is that
Legion
how
of Skanks fans.
infuriating is that for you?
It was more disappointing, bro. Like it was. I think it was for being my age. I think because I remember when I came home from the military, bro. It was like right when everything happened here the first time. And my dumb ass didn't know. I moved down to Cincinnati like right after that happened. And then like my black friends had to tell me like, yo, there was just some shit going on. That's why you don't see a ton of white people like touring down here. Like they thought it was like a Rodney King riots. They were gonna get hit in the head with a. My mom lives in Middletown to this day and goes, I don't know how you live down there. I'm like, Mom, you live in fucking Middletown. Like, what? Like that's just how the suburbs thought of OTR, you know?
Yeah.
But I've been watching that go on forever, and it was cool. It was the first time I saw like where, in my idea of it, like change couldn't be made if it was just the black and other people of color community of Cincinnati pouring out like that. The news has no problem being able to turn that into the worst version of possible. They could be like, look at these crazy motherfuckers. Oh my God. Yeah, that's how they're going to spin it. But this time you finally had like
pretty
people
rich
that
white
own
girls.
businesses, pretty white girls, all that shit. Like you can't just spin it like that anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, you're going to put fucking 200 people on top of the Justice Center? Guess what? A bunch of pretty white girls with their cell phones got in because you were too busy looking for a quarter gram of fucking heroin on what you stereotypically thought would be in everyone else's pockets. Now your ass out.
Yeah. I also love that our boy Danny Gamble got in on the making sure that when they did the Black Lives Matter on the streets, he was like, hold on, I've seen a bunch of cities do this wrong.
Hardly.
He's like, let me get my drone on this.
Yeah.
He was like, I want all black artists to do this. Like,
Yes.
I'm not trying to take away from this. All I want to do
Yes.
is make sure it's squared up and make sure everything goes on the street perfectly. So
Yeah.
Cincinnati is one of the best Black Lives Matter across the street.
then they fucked it
because
up.
of Danny Gamble, and he never took credit for it. And I'm not saying it now to give him credit for it.
Nah,
I kind of
Gamble's-
am, but it's like,
You
that's
are.
cool of him to be like, fucking, like, let me help your cause.
Yeah, it's cool what
Yeah.
us whites did for this.
They
guys.
asked us to do a fucking Vice magazine interview, but they wouldn't let me bring Trez
Why?
because they wanted to talk to me like I was the one to talk to.
What an insane thing to be like, let me talk to this white boy, not this.
Yeah, I was like, yo, the homie in the car, like, let him come. No.
That's ridiculous.
And then, like, that's when it came out that, like, the story about, like, how the old founder of Vice is, like, the Proud Boy starter dude or whatever. I was like, oh, I'm not getting
Gavin
involved with
McInnes,
that.
yeah.
I've got no...
Well, they changed that years ago, but my point with this also, not just the people that were fake about it later, didn't somebody co-opt this and start making advertising dollars on fucking a video that you made that was just like you trying to point out police violence, and then they took this video and fucking, I don't know the whole story. Go ahead.
This is a Facebook Live. This is a combination of, like, days of me. This is, like, probably a weekend of protest or something like that. And the days before were wild shit. Like, one day it's like me, I think Bobby was with me that day. We're running through the woods, getting away from shit. The homie EJ Monroe was kind enough to be watching it live and open his door so we could get the fuck out of the woods. They put dogs on us, all that shit.
Why were they coming after you guys?
I found that out later on. I had this, I won't mention his name, but he used to be in bands back in the day when the Mad Hatter was a thing, when, like, metalcore or whatever. And I knew, bro. And I reached out to him because he's an officer now. And I said, yo, am I tripping about this drone thing? Was that coincidence? He's like, no. He was like, you're a veteran. He was like, and you just, I had just done time on an assault. And it happened to be on a dude that was an off-duty officer. So he was like, yeah, of course, he's like, you're not tripping.
Yeah. There's no way someone's not at least keeping peripheral tabs.
Yeah.
Can I sidebar real quick? I had re-listened to the Shane Gillis and fucking Louis C.K. President's podcast. And one of the points that Louis C.K. made was, like, every veteran that fought for our country
should be able to show their dick to
Yeah.
whoever they want.
Well, no, every veteran that ever fought for this country ever always came back with, like, new ideas based on shit that they saw that was radically different.
That's where bikers come
While
from,
they fought for
bro.
your freedom, and then they got shit on and spit on, not just in Vietnam, every era.
Yeah,
like,
every
they
time.
came back from fucking World War II with socialist ideas, like, this might work better, and then they literally blacklisted them in Hollywood. Like,
They're like, no,
they
dummy,
fucking-
shit out a bunch of kids and ruin it within 50 years.
And you're a veteran. You served during what, Gulf War?
I was in 97 to 02. No, I'm not that old. That was like, I was a teenager for the Gulf War. I was in 97 to 02. So if you're looking at the news at that time, it would have been like Afghanistan, Kuwait,
What are you,
Bosnia.
Marines?
Yeah. Right. I got out like a year after 9/11. I was on Okinawa when 9/11 happened.
And then you come back and everybody shits on you. And what was your experience with that? Let's talk about that for a second.
I never really lead with it. I don't go like, hi, I'm Will, I'm a veteran or no shit like that. Like, it's just part of.
He does have the
tiny
Marines logo
chunk of
tattooed
my-
on the head of his dick, though.
USMC right there on the tip of the
I finally
dick.
got a Marines tattoo like 20 years after I got out. I had Nate Hudak like put this on me like 3 years ago.
Is that the dog? Is that the bulldog?
His
Yeah.
balls
Yeah,
say
dude.
Semper Fi. And if you lift them up on the back, it says Hoorah.
It's just a brand. It's just a brand, bro. It's the brain brand.
Fuck.
But is that accurate though? That Louis
Nah,
C.K. thing
like,
about they get like
they absolutely
you guys got
do.
shit on every time that you guys come
Bro,
back.
even while you're in, like when I was on Camp Pendleton, which is like a huge base, it's like the size of a fucking city. I remember like it would be Friday, right? And you're in the Marines, so you got to keep your fucking haircut. If you can get through that next Monday and not get a haircut, you got a chance at going out to the nightclub that next weekend with hair long enough for a girl to actually fucking talk to you.
Right.
Because they're like, fuck talking to Marines. And like that, they don't. The only time it's a benefit to be one is like when you're in like a Republican town or when you're deployed and like, you know. I'm 18. I don't know how to talk to a girl. You know what makes it real easy? When they don't even fucking speak English.
$5 never went so far.
Nah, I don't. I mean, I ain't got a problem if you pay for it. Have at it. That's good. Keep this.
He's like, he
Keep
had
the money going.
that normal military experience.
Yeah.
He
Learn to drink.
He wasn't home for 11 months. Came home to meet his 3-month-old daughter.
I know.
No, that's every time I go to prison. It's like, oh, my old lady is fucking like my lamest friend. I'm like, tight. I want to beat him up, but never mind. You both are going to punish each other way more than I can.
I know 2 specific instances that people join the military, and there might be one-offs, but there's 2 specific instances, and I'm curious about which one was yours. Did you either feel like emphatic about fighting for your country, or did you get a court like ordered like you can either do time or you could fucking do the military?
Kind of a combination of both, bro. Like every uncle I got, my stepdad, my biological dad, like everybody's bikers, and before that, they're veterans. Like I think my little brother is the first male on either side within like multiple generations that didn't serve. So like I did that, and I was also, this is before the internet. This is before like information's everywhere. Like I was like 3 years into my enlistment before I realized like this isn't just me being really good at fixing helicopters or watching them take off into the sunset. This ain't Top Gun. I'm not fucking Kelly McGillis. They're gonna go explode poor brown people with slingshots. Like this isn't cool.
There are no 2-point contact high fives.
Yeah, none of that shit. No volleyball like in jeans and no underwear. Like who the fuck dresses like that?
What was that experience like? Was it traumatizing going into the military, or was it like this is everything that I signed up for? Were you ready for it when it happened?
He's like, my girlfriend fucked 10 other people, and
I was like
fireworks, but yeah, it's fine.
I was half a virgin, bro. I didn't know shit. I was like, I'm gonna go. It was like I thought it was
the world.
I thought it was gonna be Iron Eagle and Top Gun, bro. And then I realized it was just me like laying under helicopters, getting sunburnt in parts of the world that my genetic makeup is not meant to endure.
If there's any young people listening, how would you like speak to them right now? Like,
bro, those planes flying over the football games. They have enough money to do that. They need y'all, bro. They got to protect heroin money. Just stay at home. get you some SSIs.
I
bankrupt this hoe.
Hey, those
love that perspective.
Those poppy fields will not protect themselves.
Nah,
All I gotta say to military guys is please stop coming into my place of work and trying to find a girl to marry.
Oh, well, they do, bro.
Do not come
They're
into
trying
the
to get
strip
off
club.
base,
Yeah,
dog. They're
no.
trying to
About
get
it,
off
BAH,
base.
Bro,
bro.
I've been
That's why all of them
Hey.
get married.
Separation pay, all that shit.
Yeah.
Can you speak to this working as a
Yes.
dancer in Florida?
Yes.
Like,
So-
how many people come in there?
Yeah. Huh?
Are you by Pensacola?
Nah, Jacksonville.
Pensacola is the one I know about.
I'll probably make my way down there. I've hit Miami, Tampa, Daytona.
Panhandle's full
all
of those
it.
dudes. Mary like 6 of them.
Mary like 6 of them. No, I have one.
She's waiting on an NBA player.
When you get
You're
well
in the wrong.
drunk, hold on.
You're in the wrong part of fucking Florida.
No, I literally have one in my phone right now because he sends me so much money. He gives me literally right before I came
Holy
over
shit.
here. He came into the club like the day before I came to Ohio, and he gave me $1,100,
Tight.
and I was like, hell yeah! I bought a new phone the next day.
Dude, I'm about to start clapping cheeks.
And
here.
so he,
I dated a few
no,
Can you
strippers,
do
bro.
your
It's
dance real
tight.
quick on the camera?
No one,
Can you do that? How would you set it up? How would you set it up? Can you do
Oh,
it?
dude, this was
But-
me
No one wants white with
impersonating
freckles
Lily,
gyrating.
like earlier before the show started. Yeah, Daddy, give me that fucking cum.
Oh man,
there's
I've never been so flaccid in my
Will,
life.
stop getting hard, dude. Can you stop getting hard
One of
right
these
now?
jeans
dude?
for proof,
Hold on,
bro.
boner
Hey,
check,
Will.
boner check.
you're old enough to get it. His fuck game's got to be real weak, though, right?
Nah, some girl.
With that
you know
fucking
what?
movement, with that fucking...
He's got a fat old cock on him. He doesn't have to
Do you
do
know?
anything.
Do you know how
This kid's
like
got a big old
appealing-
wiener on him. What
you know
do you
how appealing
mean?
it is to act awkward now? Everybody's got Asperger's. Everybody has borderline now. I'm like, bro, you motherfuckers are just like bored.
when I see
Nah, they're appropriating...
It's not a substitute for a
They're
personality. You're
appropriating
just
my-
awkward.
I think he'll take
I
umbrage
see-
They're
with that.
appropriating my
Real quick.
culture, and I don't appreciate it.
I hate. Yes, hey, bro.
as soon as some little stupid emo 15-year-old girl comes onto my page talking about BPD and shit,
Oh
I'm like
my God.
block. Every time I hear about BPD or autism on TikTok, I block the person.
You know
I'm
somebody-
so tired of it.
Or
You don't
somebody
want to-
talking about manic, like talking about being manic, and I'm like, you don't even understand what being manic
Yeah,
is. Like,
no.
oh, you think that you had a happy moment and you're manic, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no, it's spending your entire credit card, like literally fucking like messaging your entire family all at
No.
once.
You ever, like-
doing
It's
crazy
You ever
shit,
done a
like-
quarter zip and look
You-
under everything in your apartment?
No, I have
Like-
not. Like, you could probably speak to that, please.
No, that's manic.
Or fist fought your neighbor so you get kicked out of your apartment.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
God.
You
Fist
Strange
fought
just-
your landlord,
solutions.
not just neighbor. Landlord, neighbor.
You try to be unmedicated bipolar for a day and tell me how it feels to be in my shoes, because ain't no fucking way.
You mean it won't go in your Twitter
there.
bio like first thing? Like,
No, I hate that. No,
That's how you know they're legit, though. That's how you know they're legit.
I have
They're just warning you, like, bro, if I'm fucked off, like, just know it's this. It's not because I'm an asshole.
No, I have a friend who literally, like, her Twitter bio is like, vegan, BPD, check me out on OnlyFans, Sagittarius. And I'm like,
is it my ex?
probably.
Hey, close enough. Someone who doesn't need to be
No,
here.
dead ass. Like, you're talking about all the people I know. Like,
Yeah.
I know all the MC guys, like,
Yeah.
that come into the strip club. They own the strip club. I work strip club, and like all the tattoo people, all the hardcore
I'm gonna
kids.
bleep.
We
like,
might know. We might have some common
I gotta
friends.
bleep that out. We're
Okay.
not gonna. We're not gonna.
Any
Yeah.
grown
It's
men,
okay, bro.
Any grown men who say they're in a club.
I'm in,
All right. Well,
I'm in
it's
tons
not.
of clubs.
and then just the military
I
guys
don't wanna get
that
involved
come
and
in
know
to
what it
find
is.
wives to spawn with.
Bro, they don't even want to spawn. They just need your name on that paperwork so they can get extra pay when they deploy. The separation pay for being away from your wife is double what they make.
Is that real?
Goddamn right it is.
Wouldn't I get a check out of
That's
that
why
too?
they do it.
Yeah.
Did you get
Yeah, I
married
get
for
money
that
for
reason?
that.
No, I had tons of friends that had arranged marriages in there. But bro, there'd be a girl in your unit fucking everybody, but she's married to the homie like 2 dorm rooms down, like 2 barracks rooms down. Like, that's about money. And then you get paid.
There's ones
You're allowed
out-
to move off base. You get to live in the houses on base instead of the barracks, or they'll give you the. I had BAH. I had
But
an
the
apartment
real
on the
question-
side. I was fucking balling off that shit.
Fuck yeah. But also there's girls who.
Real question though, how was that pussy though? Was it good? Was it busted
I
out?
didn't even know how to like. I thought I was still like porn back then was like on a copied VHS. So I was
like,
like,
bro,
so
I
you have
could-
to pound it real hard a bunch and then it plops out. Like, I didn't know how to fuck, bro. I just thought you were supposed to like.
He's like, I couldn't even eat an Arby's
I remember
roast beef
like,
sandwich.
yeah, it took 4 months in Japan to find out that itai meant that hurts, not like keep going.
Oh.
It's the worst 2 foreign language words you ever learned.
Yeah, like
He takes actual Japanese.
he knows it's true. He knows, bro. They're like itai. I'm like, yeah, is that daddy or some shit? I don't fucking know.
They're crying. They're crying.
To me, I mean, I'm fucking stupid. I'm like a white kid from fucking Middletown at that point that's never been anywhere except like Geauga Lake for family vacation. I don't know shit about it. I remember asking my homie from Connecticut, Bobby. He was friends with this dude, my first barracks roommate, and he would speak Spanish all the time. You know, and this is how green I was. Like, he's like Air Force Ones. Like, this is like 97, 98. And I was like, yo, why does my fucking roommate never speak English? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, it's black dude. I don't know if he's like learning Spanish or refuses to come out. He's like, he's Dominican, you stupid fuck. And I was like, I literally said, what's Dominican? Like before the internet, people were fucking dumb, bro. And I was
like,
one
he's
of
like,
them.
dude, isn't that those shoes? Isn't that those shoes with the blue thing on them?
I know Dominic. Like, what?
Fuck.
He's like, oh, it's an island nation. He's like,
Yeah.
aloha?
Yeah, basically.
Aloha?
I was like, so like cocaine or pineapples?
Yeah.
Or like war? Like,
Mangoes, Mota, or
yeah.
Death Squads?
Yeah. Fuck. Mitsubishi Zeros or big butt lift surgeries for $500.
And the great part is the answer is
Yes.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yup. Yeah.
This is a way better I've never met him booking than I ever did the other time. All right.
You just
Hey,
bring
real-
in a different brand of crust punk every time I'm on the show, and I'm just like, yeah, crust punk, yay! But
Real-
this is a good crust punk. He doesn't smell as bad as the last guy.
I don't go for it. All those kids are.
Let's do this
This
real
is-
quick, Will Webb. Where can we? Do you have anything you want to plug? Do you have homies you want to plug? Do you have shit that you want to let people know
everybody.
about? Please tell our listeners about it.
All
Let's
I
go.
know, everybody I know is like a tattoo artist or a graffiti artist or a musician.
We
or
get
a
it. You're cool.
comedian. No, I don't. Like my friends that like
get
had
it, you're
kids and
not.
have day jobs don't
you
fuck with
jealous,
me anymore. Is what I'm saying basically. Is
No,
like
I'm saying for the people listening, do you
get
have anything
tattooed
you
by
wanna
me.
plug?
Do you want to get like cool actual like? I just want to do like gangbanger lettering on people that.
like Big Me shit?
Yeah, Justin's tight. Justin's the fucking dude from Ohio, from the Midwest, flat out.
He did all Dibs tattoos. Dibs did our
Dibs is the
intro.
homie too.
Dibs did the intro to our podcast. Shout out to Dibs. I
I'm
love
on Dibs' last album.
Dibs, you are?
Yeah, me and Malcolm X are the only vocals. Dead serious. I'm dead serious. I know how stupid that sounds. He samples this video in it.
I just picture Will drunk as fuck one night at Junkers, like, hey, I'm just like Malcolm X.
Never, bro. I got an ex.
I'm basically the white Malcolm X.
I got an ex that's a little white girl, bro, and she loves posting pictures next to her window and next to the Malcolm X thing where he's looking out the window, and it just makes me go, how do you not know how stupid you look? I don't care how many squats you do.
You said you wanted to do little gangbang or what pieces?
I just want to do like gangbanger lettering on people that like may actually own a pistol. I'm just tired of like tattooing like suburban white girls with like "fuck the cops." Like this shit's corny.
Look, if you're
Is there
dangerous,
a
hit
way-
up Will Webb because he's trying to.
I'll make
he's
sure
trying
not
to
to come
tattoo
in. I'll make sure
dangerous
not to come
people.
in, bro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I like old. I remember when tattooing was supposed to be for dangerous people. I didn't
like
get in it
Big
for the
Tom.
art. I
Yeah,
got
dude.
in it to meet counterculture people that like.
If you
got to
own
talk
a
to-
sword
Big
or a
Tom days.
chakram of sorts,
Yeah.
book a fucking.
We got to talk to Dana about this, and Dana
Yeah.
was like,
Data, bro.
Dana was like, I don't care. Like, if some little college girl wants to get like
Yeah.
the infinity sign tattooed, that's money in our pockets.
But
Like,
Dana
why am I?
Dana cares
He's also a
about-
business owner.
But Dana also is. Lyle's dead, bro. It's Dana now. Dana's the guy. Dana's like nationally like the old man tattoo,
not just
and
nationally,
he's still
internationally.
Well, here's the
buddy.
yeah,
Man
he has
in
a
the
voice over
chair.
there, but I mean, like, there's no bigger American representation worldwide.
Yeah.
Dana is also still a functioning tattooer. Like Lyle was only tattooing his signature that last 20 years.
Is
like,
Hardy
Dana,
still doing shit?
Nah, bro. Even
Tom
Shanghai
Renshaw.
Kate died last week. She
Oh,
owned
yeah.
all that shit. Shanghai
Like,
Kate's
she
dead.
did?
Yeah, she died last week.
Rest in
Tom
peace. I
Renshaw's
didn't know
been-
that.
Yeah,
Still.
Renshaw's been around a long time. I just mean, like, when I was in prison, I remember seeing a tattoo magazines. All those dudes will get it delivered in there because you try to keep it a secret if you tattoo in the streets because no people won't shut the fuck up trying to beg you to tattoo them in there.
Hey, bro,
But I remember seeing Dana in there, and I was like, and it wasn't just like a Dana tattoo. That's normal.
Yeah.
Any square can get their tattoos in a magazine. That's not impressive. But he had like a fucking column every release, and I was like, oh hell yeah! Finally, Dana's getting his flowers.
Doobie
and
was
shit.
in a fucking magazine.
Dana's the
Doobie,
truth. And Dana's not just the truth.
I knew
like,
that one.
Back
I
in
knew,
the
I knew
day,
that one would.
Yeah.
Dana's the truth, like right now. Like that dude
Yeah.
is like hip to everything that's going on right now. I mean,
Yeah.
we talked to him 2 years ago or something like that.
Yeah.
And he's 72 years old there with Dot sitting there
He's the-
talking about
bro.
like just
Putting
the
a
most,
book together.
I'm
for
like,
their
damn, I
son.
feel like an old man talking to you. Like this
that
dude.
dude hasn't scratched the surface. Like he put that book together, and I'm gonna tell you right. And Dana, I'm sorry if you don't want this. That book is scratching the surface as far as like his collection, his vast knowledge, his
Yeah.
experience. Dana, I've spoken to that man in person. Like I don't get like I'm not saying I get starstruck by Dana, but I don't have anything that I don't feel like isn't a waste of his time to say to him. I don't. When
I
he's
know what you
around,
mean.
I pay my respects. I keep it moving.
He's one of the few guys that I'll, if I interview him, like, just Cody, shut the fuck up. I know I have a lot
Yeah.
to say, but just shut your mouth and listen.
Yeah.
Like,
Somebody-
that guy has stories to tell
Yeah.
forever. He travels the world all the time.
Cody,
and
just
he
shut
has
your
such
mouth
a
and
good-
listen.
He's got a hilarious story. I don't know if I should say it. I don't want.
I'll cut it out if it's
That
bad.
he shot himself one time. He's got a funny story about shooting himself in the leg.
That's not a bad story.
I know,
What
but-
happened? What happened?
He tried to pull it out
His
and
name
shot
was Cheddar
himself.
Bob.
Dana's a G,
He
bro.
pulled a cheddar bob.
Yeah, he's
yeah,
Cheddar Bob.
yeah, he did. Nah, Dana's the real deal, bro.
Dana's the person. If we interview again, I hope he doesn't recognize me.
Why?
What happened?
You remember when I beefed with all the that fake ass? There used to be a working class punk crew that lived on the other side of
fucking,
Whitler, bro.
What's Jay?
Jay was the only one that was about his shit.
Hold on. You guys are doing this thing that me and Luke normally do,
Yeah.
where it's like, oh, back in high school.
I'm gonna bring
and then
it
we
back
tell
to
stories.
Russell. And
Set it up for people that don't know.
The guy
Alright.
Jay that I'm talking about. Remember when I said the first guy I head kick knockout
That's it.
yeah.
with the cheek piercings? Red yeah.
They were working class punks, but none of them had jobs. It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, well,
They
a
called
few of them.
themselves working class.
Yeah,
punks?
they'd seen Romper Stomper and like St. Louis Punk too many times or whatever.
The
That's
fucked
chill
up part
punk.
is half of them were living off of fucking daddy's trust fund shit.
All of them, bro. It's really easy to live in a punk rock or crust punk commune when you have the safety net of when your parents die. That's not. That's,
Or
That's
like
not what it is.
Like Jay, he bought a car and it fucking crapped out, so his mom bought him a fucking Acura
Yeah.
Integra.
yeah. They were
Yeah, he's
just.
like, oh, I'm fucking working class, blue collar, straight edge.
It's all bullshit,
But
bro.
the story, though, what happened?
I'm
What-
so tired of the straight edge shit. I think it's so annoying.
Those are all the homies, bro. Like if you,
A lot of those
I
straight
love-
edge guys became real gangsters, though.
No.
a lot of those
Like,
are
I know
real
a
gangsters.
couple of them
A lot
that
of them
became
was
real
real
gangsters.
A lot of them were real gangsters when it started, but there's a straight edge is a separate thing. You got jobbers that are straight edge just because maybe their family lineage and biological makeup says that they're predisposed to be more likely to have addiction or like it's preemptive, you know. But like some of them are actual G's, bro. Like I've had some of those dudes move with me in times I needed help moving.
Oh, I remember selling drugs to some of them.
I'm not shitting on straight edge
Don't
people.
say names.
I'm just saying that I'm friends with a lot of people that are in like a lot of bands in the Florida hardcore scene, and a lot
Florida.
of Florida hardcore is different.
Florida.
It's different than
It's
regular
the
hardcore.
middle town of the U.S.
So-
I get down there.
So it's a lot of just like, we're straight edge as a statement because it's cool, but we're also vegan. And I'm like, bro,
There's no such thing
I
as
went to
vegan,
Dairy
just
Queen
for
with
the
you
record.
last week, and you're a vegan straight edge, and
Yeah.
you're eating fucking ice cream and shit. It's just fake. Like
you're
a lot of them do it to
It's
be
alignment.
like.
It's acceptance. Like those people get weeded out. You know, back in the day, you know, you go see. I remember I was at Have Heart's last show, and I was like, "Why are there so many people here?" And they're like, "Bro," and I was like, "What the fuck is a Have Heart?" I had no interest. I had no knowledge of it. Like when my little like straight edge nephews are like, "Check out my hardcore band," and I'm like, "Tight, Biohazard for the 75th time." Like, I get it.
Hey,
Like,
cool. Half of Snapcase again.
Yeah, it's like playing punk now. Like there's only like 4 notes, bro. How many times are you gonna be able to
Yeah.
manipulate that?
And also in Florida hardcore, like a lot of the straight edge people view themselves as above everybody else, like at least band wise. Because I'm friends with people from not straight edge bands. And friends
Imagine
from people
touring
from-
sober.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Respect.
Hold on, let's back up one. Imagine living sober.
This is true. This is true.
Imagine living.
We don't have
for-
Only time
tour.
I've ever done that was prison.
It's the stand-up. it's a stand-up joke. Have you ever tried to sleep sober? Oh, completely impossible.
Some of those dudes though, I am super glad are sober because if you could keep up with my like, when I'm on a bender and you can match my Wild Stone sober,
remember
I'm
Diggy?
so glad. Yeah.
Diggy getting sober was one of like everybody took a sigh of relief. Like
set the rest of this up. Who's this guy?
Diggy was a rich kid from
Cheers,
I think
bro.
Indian Hill or
Thanks for doing
no
this.
Marymount. His parents lived in Marymount. They owned
Oh
like
yeah,
that ice cream shop or whatever.
last standhold or stronghold of the white people. You used to not be able to they used to not let you rent if you were not white there.
They owned like one of those shops that was in that Milk Money movie or whatever they
I
filmed.
used to
down there.
work in Marymount. It was a sundown town.
Yeah,
For sure.
Good,
So,
without question. Cal Long, what up?
Oh fuck, cow! Ooh, Jesus. Yeah. But no, Diggy was one of those people who partied like he was trying to die tonight.
Yes.
Every time. Diggy was one of the first people I ever knew with face tattoos.
Was he that guy that it's like you think you snort cocaine but you don't? Like
Why?
the first
No,
time
they'll pull
that-
out a syringe and be like, "Why drive if you can fly?"
No. Diggy was the guy who, if you told him you did cocaine, he would cut you open and try and snort your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was out of fucking
The
control.
homie he would put out like a teener rail. I remember me and Butchie were doing this thing involved with him, and we bought a teener and just put it in 2. I remember somebody else tried to match it. And the one homie from Middletown that used to own the skate shop, let's not say names, but he used to do it too, and everybody be in the back, he would put you out like a double gator tail, bro. If you didn't finish it, he'd smack it in the floor and put another one out.
What the fuck?
And if you ain't go, he'd be like, "Get the fuck out of here. We're partying. You ain't."
It was rich kid self-destruction at its best.
Yeah. White guilt is a motherfucker, bro.
This is some
No, but
strip club bathroom shit.
I interrupted your story for this setup. Tell me the story now,
All right.
please. Now that we get an idea
Which
who
story?
the guy is.
Diggy finally getting clean. Like
Yes,
it
yes.
was. He was that dude. He was so fun to party with, and then all of a sudden he would be shark eyes, and that was no longer him, and he would do wildly reckless shit.
Yeah.
Like I remember we were at.
Why'd you break my table? I don't know.
I think it was like the deputy mayor's fucking house or some shit.
As is tradition.
And
What
he,
a wild place
Why
to be
were
partying,
you
first
there?
off.
Because that's what deputy mayor's kids.
You were doing a fucking side quest in Red Dead Redemption.
What do you think?
I'm
I was
at the
doing?
mayor's house.
Bro, children of like politicians and like people like that love when their parents like the party when your parents go out of town. They're like, "I want to contact the worst people in the city." Yes.
We're like, all right, so Diggy invites a bunch of people over to this party without clearing it with the people who were having the party at all. Like, not at all.
They're all over there doing like a book trade.
Like I'll put it this way: the first line that went down was 90% of that party's first time ever seeing a line go down. Like,
Yeah. They're scared. They're scared as fuck. As
Right.
soon as you see a plate
it's
for
their
the
first real
time,
party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
so-
first time you see a plate, the first time you see a line, you're like, shit's getting dangerous.
Oh, bro.
I was 18 the first time
I'll
it
put it
happened to
this
me,
way.
but then I met kids that were 12 the first time that it happened. And shit
I
like
never
that.
touched a drug till I was like 25, and I just got in real quick.
Yeah.
But I'll put it this way. Like,
Once you realized it was awesome.
Yeah.
you're
Diggy
like,
tore
hell
the
yeah.
pocket off his leather jacket and made a bigger one of a slightly different color black leather so he could fit the Coke mirror that he always carried in that.
That's amazing.
Bro.
So Diggy's like sheriffing the whole party, and then all of a sudden just that one shot or one line or whatever too many went. He ends up pissing on the kids. They have like a little kid's bed.
Hell
He went and pissed all over. Like,
Wait, at the deputy mayor's house,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
pissing
Yeah.
at the kid's bed.
he has like an
What a
adopt.
legend.
He had like an adopted like 9-year-old daughter, and Diggy's like pissing all over her pillow on her bed. He's
Fuck
like,
this
fuck
kid.
that little bitch. She's fucking
fuck
pampered,
that, bro.
spoiled cunt. Baba.
Jesus.
He
Wait,
felt,
wait. He was saying, fuck that spoiled cunt. She was a 9-year-old kid.
Hey, she's
And
adopted.
adopted.
Like her life
Recently
just got
adopted.
unfucked. This is how white guilt just fucking just, like sets in. Talons are in, bro. She's gonna be calling like the worst dudes in the city for a party as soon as she turns 18. Watch.
100%, yeah.
Pay it forward.
Bro, 15. 15.
he
Let's give
tripped
it credit.
at that same party. He tripped and fell down the stairs, opened a fucking giant gash in his forehead, like that for sure, like required stitches. And he sat outside and tried to push grass
Yeah, it's organic.
from the lawn into it to stop the bleeding.
Yeah,
What a maniac.
And
That's
then
tight.
I don't know if you know Dith,
yeah.
Meredith, tall girl.
Yeah.
Dith, she's
Stop making him sound so cool, dude.
She tried to
I wanna
kidnap
hang
me
out
one
with
time,
him.
bro.
She tried to kill you?
Kidnap me. She
Yeah,
tried to
yeah.
kiss
We
me.
have a whole Patreon
She was like,
to do.
You're
Hold
gonna
on.
date me.
yeah,
Finish your
Dith's
story, and then we're going
weird
to
chick.
the
But yeah, Diggy, he was one of those people like he would show up and it would be a lot of fun, but you knew
It had an expiration.
that
date
at any
quick.
point it was gonna be like when you're watching Hot Ones and they do that boom, that noise.
Yeah.
Oh, like,
Like when-
the spice just hit him?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
hits, but the noise doesn't hit, so you don't know until you know.
But like you'd see that happen with Diggy. He'd just be like.
He's there. You know, at some
And just-
point, those eyes are going to turn black and something reckless is going to happen.
Yeah, but that's like people find an identity in that. Like I remember being passed out at some. We were at Will Mordecai's house before Will Mordecai tattooed. He used to live on Ravine, like before it was cool to.
I don't know him at all.
If you had
really,
that last
really
name, you're over a century old.
amazing tattoo artist.
Yeah.
He's so good that like he tattoos in another place and is booked up. He's in Denver doing realism. Where like there are Mexican tattoo
If
artists.
somebody looks up Will Mordecai, can they find his
Yeah,
tattoos?
yeah, without question.
Cool. Keep going with your story.
He
what-
apprenticed with
AJ?
what is it?
AJ, RJ, who was the guy that
Which?
worked at Uptown after?
I love when
Found
you
out.
interrupt with
I don't know.
information that
I
you don't
closed
really
up.
have.
I closed up that I was there at the end of Uptown. I remember
Real
trying
pretty.
to help out the funding of Hybrid opening up.
We're coming to the end of the free episode, though. wrap up the Will Mordecai, and then we'll go.
This
into
was
the-
all done at Hybrid.
So we're all raging
Scary.
ass fucking drunk at this party at Will Mordecai. Oh yeah,
This is Carrie.
This is the
Carrie,
last.
look, that looks just like this girl I used to date, Lisa Heselton. That looks like her leg sleeve.
My dad probably slept with her.
Probably. I don't know.
Probably.
She was free about it. She should be too. That's
I mean,
community
not
service,
the
bro. She
Northside
was
Tavern
keeping,
bathroom or
No,
anything.
the way that just came across, Lloyd doesn't want to tell you about your little brother you don't know about and shit like that.
Lisa does what she does.
When
She's
people
tight.
ask how many siblings I have, I'm like, one, I think.
Honestly,
Finish the
same
Will.
answer I give.
Look, we're
Finish the Will Mordecai story, then we're
sorry.
gonna go to the Patreon.
We're at Will Mordecai's house, bro, and it's like a college party, and there's some girls there that I know. Like it's just it's like the internet hasn't made everybody friends yet, so like you had to be like a cool person to get invited to parties, and you know. So I'm down on Ravine, which is a little farther from Coreyville than I normally go, and me and Butchie go down there, and Dave Halsey's there. Dave Halsey's the young homie at the time. He's still got like swoopy hair and listening to like Under
Too
Oath
much
and shit.
pomade.
Swoopy hair, I love that.
We show up and the conversation of like graffiti starts. So like Mordecai is like, yo, you guys should tag my kitchen. Bro, we all party all night. Everybody goes home. And I wake up to like hella voicemails like, you guys ruined my fucking house. Me and Dave Halsey like hand styled like every fucking kitchen cabinet.
Meth and spray paint. Meth and spray
damn.
paint.
I pass out, bro, and I come to, and I don't know if there was like a fire or whatever. I might be mixing up house parties too, but it was like the same time frame. And I pass out, and I wake up, and I mean, there's like 100 and something people in this house. Like I'm just sleeping through it. I've been on a bender for days. I come to, and people are raging. Like
said I
there's
was
dudes
sorry.
tussling. So I just wake up and start tearing the handrail off the staircase.
This sounds like that house when Jesse was like a meth lord.
The whole
Breaking Bad.
the whole
just a
house.
party like 24/7.
Exactly, yeah.
The whole fucking house stops, and I realize like hella eyes are on me. And I'm Butchie still to this day. He'll quote it. He'll be like, "This ain't what we're doing."
If that's not the end of the episode, I don't know what the fuck is. I don't know what the fuck is.
That was
Do you want
fucking
more?
crazy.
Do you want more? We have prison stories. And I'm not hyping this up.
Prison's not
fuck
tight,
prison.
but it's tight.
Prison sucks dick, but it's got good stories. And Will has great stories from that. We're going to talk about that on the Patreon. If you want to join the Patreon, go and check out www.patreon.com/SebastianSermon. $5 a month. That's all it costs. We're not going up with inflation. Fuck that shit. $5 a month. You get hundreds of hours of content. And hey, let me say this. If you're a new listener, download all that shit, upload it to your YouTube channel. We'll never take you down.
Tight.
Put it all up there for free. Fucking sell all of our shit for free. I don't give a fuck, dude. Just let more people see our shit. If
Just
Luke
tell
was-
one person.
Luke was just telling me about an account that
Each
has
one
a
teach
fucking what is it, Luke? What
It's a Godspeed, a daily Godspeed Spider-Man Instagram page, and it's just this short video. I'm sure most people have seen. It's just a
I felt
guy
my
on a
pussy get dry on
hoverboard with a helmet. He rolls out of a kitchen. And he goes, "Godspeed, Spider-Man," and he throws an apple on the floor. It hits the ground a couple of times. Then someone adds in a real explosion.
Tight.
Yeah, but that's all they post every day, and they get like over 20K views on every single video.
and all I'm saying, dog, is can we give 50? Can
That's
we get
all they
50
post. It's
views?
the same video.
We put out good content every week. God damn it,
just-
we have
just
good
tag it
Cincinnati locals, bro. Like,
Just
yeah,
tag it that.
For real, let's just start sharing his shit.
yeah, we're just
They're
gonna
gonna
tag Will Webb and everything.
Jesus.
Follow the
We've
same-
unofficially
Comment
signed
under
off.
the Reddit with a link and be like, here
Yeah.
this actual guy is
Really?
actually
Yeah,
talking
Do you
dude,
about
sign
it.
off on this? Is
I
that
don't give
cool?
a fuck. These people are making money off of that's a Facebook Live, and people screen capped it. And I actually met one of the first 10 dudes that started Reddit when I lived in the Bay. He's my homie. He added me on Reddit, and it gave me like thousands of coins for being his friend. That's how like Reddit he is. And he did like the analytics and told me how many shares this has gotten across like all platforms. And then
You're like, let me get a piece of this
nah,
pie, dude.
he said, "Do you want to know?" Like, because I told him, he was like, "Is that how you can afford to live out here?" I was like, "No, bro." I was like, "I didn't make any money off of this." He was like, "Dude, the people that shared this, like, they get this amount per view per share." And he did the numbers just on like not Facebook, but I think maybe it was Reddit or some shit. And like one of the dudes made like 40 or 50 grand off this shit.
Dude, can I just say,
There's got to be a
if-
case there.
If
I
by
just
the
saw it
end
on
of the
TikTok not too long
Patreon, if
ago.
by the end of the Patreon you don't hate us, Will Webb, please do this podcast again. You are
Truly.
you're a mine of content. You are a fucking. Why aren't you doing your own podcast? What the fuck, man? Fucking
don't
put
know.
something out. You could be making goddamn money just talking about your life. Like this is so much goddamn fun to listen to.
I need Lloyd over there
Yeah, for real,
to
we'll just-
corroborate.
We'll just do one called 40 and fucked.
yeah, that's perfect. That's fucking
Please,
perfect for
you
real.
two would be great. I'll produce it.
Yeah.
I'll shut my mouth.
I just got health insurance.
I'll never. All right. This episode,
remember
as all episodes, is sponsored by Bobby Bronson from the Decorated Body. If you want to check out Bobby's art, you go down to the historic Pendleton district of OTR and you check out the Decorated Body. This motherfucker's only been in the game for a couple years, and he has his own shop, and he fucking makes sure to take care of everybody that's in that shop. He's got soap working down there. He's got fucking Oso working down there. He's got fucking
Oso.
Iron down there. He's got all these bad motherfuckers doing tattoos.
Big
Luke
W
just got a tattoo.
cosign on all of them.
Luke just got a tattoo from who's their artist that came in?
Two of them.
They got
they
resident
got two
people?
pieces. No,
Guest
he
spots?
came and did a guest spot. Yeah, but he just found his new home. He's not there.
The
It's-
Decorated Bobby.
the Decorated Bobby. Yeah, dude.
It's like
Get
a
down there.
customized bowling ball.
You
At,
just missed out on the giveaway. Be sure to follow him at BG Bronson.
at
Don't
BG Bronson.
Don't be weird about his Tourette's.
Never, or I'll beat you up. I don't even
He
need
will.
to beat you up.
Be as
He'll
weird as
spit
you
the
want.
fuck out of you.
I'll
Don't
spit on you.
Don't fuck with Bobby. Just
think he
because
likes
he's
it.
5 feet tall, he'll kill you, dude.
Bro,
He's not fucking around.
His center of gravity is fucking stupid.
He's like a sumo wrestler. It doesn't make sense.
He's like a regular wrestler that just
Get real drunk and fight a fire hydrant. See how that goes.
bro. He'll up top that bitch, bro.
He's made out of cast iron. I love Bobby. Bobby's the fucking man. Go and check it out at BG Bronson at the Decorated Body. Somebody else read.
We are also sponsored by Bangin' Snacks. Bangin' Snacks has the most quality snacks that you can get around the globe, and I mean that literally. They have snacks from China, Russia, Korea, Japan, Belgium. They've got it all. They've got Milka sweet chocolates that you can't get in America. They've got Doritos and Pringle flavors out the ass that you can't even think of.
I'm hard already.
They got some crazy Kit Kats too.
They got
They have
Taki Pockies, bro.
wild Kit Kats.
They got shit you didn't even know existed.
Yeah,
They've got Japanese carbonated sodas. They got Fanta drinks.
And your homie was cool
Wazoo.
enough to give us those fucking. We didn't know how to work them because we're
Freeze
fucking
cups.
we're
It's food?
retards. No, it was
It's
a
thing
cup.
where you put it.
Oh,
You learn how to freeze a drink and then you squish it together and you make like your
it's
own
a
little
pocket pussy
fucking.
slushy maker.
Yeah, you make your own little slush. You make your own
dual
little
purpose,
icy.
bro.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can fuck
fucking
it or make
illusion.
a fucking icy.
Me and Lloyd are too.
Is it called the illusion?
Yeah,
No, it's-
it is. No, it totally is.
I will say that you can leave me
It
out.
definitely is.
You can leave me out of the too dumb category here. I've never tried to use one.
It's just a burp it that's frozen, bro. You
I
remember
don't
them
wanna
jokes?
hear
But
about
go
it.
ahead and
Anyways,
check out bangandsnacks.net and use promo code bastard or bastards at checkout to get 15% off your order, and you can get free shipping if you are in the local Cincinnati area.
I also want to plug. Fuck you. We like the Bengals. That's our buddy Alex Schubert. He's a fantastic comedian. If you get an opportunity to go and see him, he is so goddamn funny. He gets out there and crushes every time that he does
Really?
comedy. You'll have so much
Yeah.
fun. Fuck off, Lily. You'll have so much fun every time that you
The ad
see
lib.
his shit. Go out there and see him.
The ad lib.
He does it with our boy Lloyd Johnson. They do a roast style podcast where they roast the people that the Bengals are playing. The Bengals are coming
That's
up on
tight.
week 13. They're actually coming out the gate the same way that they did last year. Fucking
Playoffs are just.
we didn't
it's
play
Check that
the
last
video.
episode.
We didn't real quick. I feel like this fits just real quick. I need to play this video. It's
All right.
the Ted Karras,
One
the
thing that-
center for the Bengals fucking offensive line. This motherfucker is the type of killer that we need on our shit. I'm a new Bengals fan. I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I didn't just become a
I'm
fan.
old. I don't like that they're good. I want them to suck. That's like it makes. When I tell people I'm from Cincinnati, it used to make sense.
He's like, I'm a hipster
Now they're like, what are
football
you so
guy.
I
fucking
love that our
pissed about?
city's getting some credit. I love that our city's getting some recognition. I love that people are talking to us with respect from being around Cincinnati. Cincinnati sucks enough. Like, we don't need it to suck worse, bro. I want it to be better. I'm never leaving here. I'm never leaving here. I got kids here.
got low
My baby
aspirations.
Your
mom's
face
here.
already told us that.
But look, Ted Karras. Hold on, real quick.
All right, so anyway, the last episode of Fuck You, We Like the Bengals, Lily's on it. Lily's on it was me, Schubert, and Andrew Rudick. Two professional comedians.
I saw that thing with his sister just today.
Him and Leah, yeah.
Yeah.
And Lily got the biggest laughs the whole episode. Like
She always
three
does.
of them.
She's a great roaster. Can I just suck Lily's proverbial dick real quick? Every time this 19-year-old girl comes on a podcast, she sits here and destroys grown men that are in their 40s, 30s, and 20s like they're nothing.
Is that why you put her next to me?
eviscerate people. Calm down, Will Webb. You just met me. What are you doing, buddy? No, for real. Lily, you fucking crush every time that you're on a podcast. I love you. You're the best.
Thank you. I love you too.
You're the man while being the woman. You're fucking
No,
awesome.
Yeah, you're awesome.
I'm just the man.
You get out here and crush. Everybody go and listen to Fuck You Like the Bengals. I want to end this podcast by showing everybody what type of offensive motherfucking
Andrew
lineman
Rudick
that
told
we
me I
have.
should be a stand-up comedian.
That is true.
Dude, Ted Karras. Ted Karras is a motherfucking Super Bowl
This
winner.
is a psycho who
He
literally
came
had a
from-
fractured ankle in a game.
Yeah.
And it was,
I'm waiting.
And this
I'm
is
waiting
no-
for all the Nazis in town to start picking up those 88 jerseys.
Oh,
'cause
the Hayden Hurst, the
yeah,
HH.
HH88, bro. It's all bad.
He might actually be on the show.
Oh, he's tight. I keep
Can I be
keep
there?
getting demoted
Hayden
to
Hurst,
like.
Hayden Hurst is my. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No,
Will
you're
Webb.
good.
My favorite player is Hayden Hurst. Can I be on that show? I'll shut up. I'll
We're
shut
working
up.
on it. Yeah,
I'll shut my, if you
Alex,
have
they
Hayden
They keep
Hurst,
making me the look. I'm very used to being like the tightest ginger in Cincinnati. And they keep bringing in.
Ooh.
They keep bringing in Bengals
heard
and
his
knocking me
feelings.
down the line.
we got our own cinnamon sprinkled little.
He'll have his turn. I'm going gray, bro.
I love Will Webb. I've never met him
Luke's
till
literally-
today. I love Will Webb. Let's finish this
Luke
free
is sucking
episode.
the orange out of
Luke
Will
has
Webb.
literally
Yeah.
spent all
But I
episode
leave
counting how many red hairs are still in his beard.
This is no disrespect to Tennessee. I love
That's why I
Tennessee.
keep staring at him.
But let's finish this episode with this. We're going to finish the episode with this.
This is the kind of monster that
Yes, dude.
in Tennessee screaming "fuck you" at Tennessee.
Hold on.
He's not even
Hold
from
on. Hold on.
Cincinnati.
You missed it. You guys don't talk over it. Don't talk over it.
Right up yours.
That girl was terrified.
Look, wait. He doesn't want to do it, but he hits him with the thing.
That's what
He's
every.
He's
That's
a
what
good
every.
man.
That's what
He's
every
a good
dude.
man.
That's what every dude says after his girlfriend spends a weekend in Nashville.
That's a podcast, motherfuckers. Go to Patreon for more. Goodbye.